That's my shit, that's my la 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 la. So high.
Stay ahead of the game with TJ Sportsnet. Get the latest sports news, thrilling highlights and expert analysis. Like, comment, share and subscribe for breaking news and updates. Jaw-dropping highlights and moments, expert opinions and analysis. Join the sports conversation and let's get started. Chelsea were dominant from start to finish against Barcelona, who endured a frustrating outing at Stamford Bridge in the Champions League. Estevao and Liam Delap scored in the second half as Chelsea stormed to a dominant 3-0 win over 10-man Barcelona in the Champions League. Chelsea also had 3 goals disallowed, while a disappointing day for Barcelona saw Ronald Araujo sent off for 2 first-half bookings. Enzo Fernandez had the ball in the back of the net after just 4 minutes, latching onto Wesley Fofana's cutback from the right byline, but the defender was adjudged to have handled in the build-up. Moments later, Ferran Torres bent a golden opportunity wide of the right post before Fernandez was denied again. He nodded in from close range from Estevao's free kick, but Trevoh Chalobah had interfered from an offside position beforehand. Pedro Neto then blazed over, but his contribution led to the breakthrough goal as he flicked Marc Cucurella's cross on and Jules Koundé bundled it over the line in the 27th minute. Araujo was then sent off on the stroke of half-time. Having been needlessly booked for dissent 12 minutes earlier, he slid in late on Cucurella to receive his marching orders. 6 minutes after the break, Andre Santos's celebrations were cut short after his tame strike trickled over the line, despite Joan Garcia getting a hand to it, the flag going up to deny Chelsea again. It took them just 4 more minutes to double their lead, however, as Estevao skipped past 2 Barcelona defenders on the right of the box before lashing his shot into the roof of the net. Chelsea continued to dominate and got their third through substitute Delap, who calmly converted when one-on-one after being played in by Fernandez, who was initially flagged offside before a VAR check overturned the decision. Data debrief: Chelsea blow Barcelona away. Barcelona had scored in each of their last 24 Champions League games prior to Tuesday. 67 goals in total, the longest run of any team, while Hansi Flick had never before seen one of his teams fail to score in the competition. However, Chelsea brilliantly blunted Barca's attack, limiting them to just 5 shots, including only 2 on target. Much of the pre-match talk centered around comparisons between Estevao and Lamine Yamal, and it was the Brazilian who shone at Stamford Bridge, as he not only got on the score sheet, but created 3 chances, more than any other player. He also, at 18 years and 215 days, became only the 3rd teenager to score in each of his first 3 Champions League starts, after Kylian Mbappe, 18 May 113D, and Erling Haaland, 19 May 170. Hansi Flick delivers his verdict on Ronald Araujo's red card for Barcelona against Chelsea. Barcelona boss Hansi Flick shared his thoughts on Ronald Araujo's red card during Tuesday's defeat to Chelsea in the Champions League. Araujo was sent off at the end of the first half, picking up his 4th red card for Barcelona since 2023, and leaving his side a man down at Stamford Bridge. Here's what Flick made of the drama in West London. "I don't know what happened with the first yellow card. I have to talk to him and see the videos, and the second one shouldn't have gone in like that," he told reporters. "But these things happen in football. It wasn't the right time or the right play, but that's how it was." Araujo will now be suspended for Barcelona's next game in the Champions League against Eintracht Frankfurt at Camp Nou on December 9th. After a humbling defeat to Chelsea, it's a game Flick's side really must win to keep alive their hopes of automatic qualification. Absolutely crazy. Hansi Flick's offside trap at Barcelona blasted after Chelsea loss. Hansi Flick's setup is being questioned once again. Hansi Flick's high line at Barcelona came in for more criticism on Tuesday during a 3-0 defeat to Chelsea in the Champions League. Former striker and television pundit Alan Shearer had some harsh words for the Catalan giants and felt Barca were deservedly beaten by Stamford Bridge. They keep on getting done time and time again, nothing more than Chelsea deserve. They time it to perfection again, he said on Amazon Prime. I've seen some offside traps in my time, but this is absolutely crazy, it really is. It's as if there's 4 dummies just stood there and saying, how do you want to do it, guys? It's hard to believe at times. I'm lost for words at how easy it's been for Chelsea to get through and how crazy at times they're playing it. The defeat leaves Barca facing an uphill task to qualify for the next stage of the Champions League. They face Eintracht Frankfurt at Camp Nou next in the competition. Estevao has the world at his feet. According to Chelsea teammate Liam Delap, although boss Enzo Maresca preferred to focus on the team as a whole after a landmark win against Barcelona. Brazil sensation Estevao was the star of the show as Chelsea defeated 10-man Barca 3-0 at Stamford Bridge in the Champions League. The 18-year-old netted the second goal and became only the 3rd teenager to score in each of his first 3 Champions League starts, the other 2 being Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland. And striker Delap, who scored the 3rd as a substitute, told Amazon Prime Video of Estevao, he is incredible. He has the world at his feet. If he keeps grounded and keeps working hard, he can be anything he wants to be. Maresca was also asked about Estevao's performance, but he sought to instead emphasize the significance of the win for the club as a whole. It was a huge night for him, but I think it is also a huge night for the whole club and all the fans, he said. It is very nice for everyone. This was Chelsea's 5th Champions League win over Barcelona and their biggest yet in terms of scoreline, but Maresca knows there is work still to do in the competition. The Blues have 10 points from 5 matches and sit 5th in the standings ahead of Wednesday's matches. It is a good win. To be honest, it was no more than that, Maresca said. We knew how important this game was, but they are all important games. When you beat Barcelona, it is always nice, so we are happy. We dropped points at Qarabag away, then we won against Benfica and Ajax, then we lost the last one against Bayern Munich. That shows all of these games are complicated. That's all for today. Thanks for staying updated. Hit like, drop a comment and share with fellow sports fans. Subscribe for daily sports news and analysis. Until next time.